The difference is the lens. So I think we should look at our lens and say, what are our first principles? My first principles: God, Constitution, life, and that means all life. That goes into healthcare, that goes into war on ISIS, that goes into Planned Parenthood. Then I would say corruption, government corruption.
It's important to have that.
And that that goes to limited government, and rule of law,
which would also include
the border,
probably immigration.
Yeah, it would include the border.
Yeah.
See, I mean, once you go into first principles, you say, what are the problems? You can't fix immigration until you fix corruption. You can't fix corruption until you fix the Constitution. You can't fix the Constitution until you fixed it right with God, and you know where those constitutional principles come from. So this is my thinking on Donald Trump. It's not that I don't like the guy. It's not that I mean, I've seen his, I was watching MSNBC and they're like, Donald Trump and his crazy immigration policy. And I'm looking at the talking points and I'm like, I agree with those.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy too, MSNBC, because I agree with those.
And the MSNBC has confirmed you are also crazy.
Yeah, I know that.
That is true.
Yes.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it we're at each other's throats? Because of first principles. And so I tell you my first principles. The question is, what are your first principles? If you want to just fix jobs, we're not going to be able to do that. If you say we just want to fix jobs, well, then that gives Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders the opportunity to fix jobs. Bernie Sanders says he can fix the economy and jobs. Why don't we go for him? Because his first principles we disagree with. His first principles are we live in a collective. Our first principles are all men are created equal and endowed with things that make them individuals. So we don't agree with Bernie Sanders, not on policy, on first principles. I heard something yesterday from Hillary Clinton I thought was astounding. She said she was talking to Black Lives Matter people. And it was before, I think, she was speaking in Iowa, and it was caught on tape behind the scenes. And it was billed as this tense moment between her and Black Lives. Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, play it.
Yeah.
That's good so far.
This is and has always been a wet problem of violence. It's not, there's not much that we can do to stop the violence against us.
Well, if that is
a conversation and push
okay,
back.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Also respectfully.
Yeah. Well, respectfully, if that is your position, then I will talk only to white people about how we are going to deal with the very real problems.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean.
No.
But like what I'm saying is, what you just said was a form of victim blaming. Right? You were saying what the Black Lives Matter movement needs to do to change white parts.
This is really
no,
I'm not talking about.
It's agonizing. No, first of all, but there's more.
I know there's more. Listen to what she says, not what he says.
Right.
Look, I don't believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources, you change the way systems operate.
Stop. This is why, respectfully, I say Hillary Clinton is possibly the Antichrist. I'm just saying. Let's put it out. This is why I think she's wrong for the country. Mm-hmm. What she just said. I don't believe you change hearts. I do. I believe you could have all of the policies, all of the laws in the world, but until you change hearts, you change nothing. You only have to have a bigger and bigger police force if you don't change hearts. Okay? Her first principles are wrong. Her first principle is government will solve this with the right policy.
Yes.
So I don't hate Hillary Clinton. I obviously don't think she's the Antichrist.
Right into line with her first principles.
Correct.
Her first principle is government.
Correct. So this is what we have to concentrate on.